Welcome to Leogang in Austria and the first downhill World Cup qualifying session of the season. It's really interesting, isn't it? When you come into a new season, you don't really have a form guide, and there are so many riders who could take that top step. Men's, women's, it doesn't matter. We have no idea who's going to take this and who's going to be last down the mountain in Saturday's race. But stay tuned, because we are going to bring you all of the reaction as they cross that finish line, and it's going to be awesome. I mean, you went fastest, but based on that cheer, I can assume Vali maybe just edged it.
Yeah, Vali just passed me. She's so fast, man. Like, this is crazy. It was a bit of a challenge, but the track ran better than yesterday, so good for tomorrow.
Anything that you need to tweak ahead of tomorrow's race?
Well, no, just having a bit more speed every time.
You've come into this with the rainbow stripes on your jersey. Little bit of extra pressure, maybe?
No, I don't think so. I just had fun and I tried to ride smooth, do my line, and it was when just a bit sketchy in the wood. I went into a tree and I had to run next to my bike, but I didn't lose that much time, but it could have been worse. So I'm just happy I made it down, no crash so far during training or quali, so I'm really happy with that.
Marine, how was that? You come into this as the defending the overall, but it's nice just to finally get a run in the books.
Yeah, it's good to be here, but yeah, I have a good run. I did some mistake, I have a crash, but yeah, it's not too bad. I'm happy to be third.
It would suggest you were riding rather quickly everywhere else.
Yeah, we will see.
10 seconds.
Vali, what a run. Where did that come from?
I have no idea. I don't know what's happening all the time. It's like on and off, and yeah, I had big mistakes in the woods. Like upper part was quite okay, then I had a big mistake in the woods. And then it still wasn't enough, so it's awesome.
I remember you telling me earlier in the week that you looked cool and calm, but you were a little bit of bag of nerves about that big Red Bull jump. How did it go?
I think I already lost like 2 kilos this weekend because I'm not eating and I have a bit of a nervous stomach. So yeah, it's incredible. I don't know why I can keep it together in my runs.
But you jumped it.
Yeah, I did it.
Great news.
I just did it like the run before qualifying, so I was like, I need to do it now, otherwise I'm not doing it at all. So after that, it was the first time I smiled this weekend. So yeah, I'm happy that I overcame my fear.
That's epic. And it was a carbon copy of Worlds last year, you winning qualies. And of course, then you went and hurt yourself.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna skip practice tomorrow.
But so exciting that you're finally going to race in your first elite World Cup race. I mean, and you're going to be last out of that start box.
Oh, that's true.
How are you feeling about it all?
It's weird, like I was just thinking, since I'm racing World Cups and World Champs, like I've always been first place in qualifying the last 3 years, so I have no idea why, but it's sick. And I mean, I'm used to starting in the back, but just not, you know, last woman up there, you know, in the front, all my heroes, so it's incredible.
Vali, it's not only last out of the start gate, but you got that white leaders jersey.
Oh, it's so sick. I didn't even think about it. So that's awesome.
Women's racing just never disappoints. That was awesome, and it's so good to finally kick off the UCI Mercedes-Benz Mountain Bike World Cup qualies. And it was Vali Hull who took first place in her home track. What big news for her. Let's hope she can back it up tomorrow. Second was Miriam Nicole, and third, Marine Cabarrou. But the biggest news of all is I finally have a friend!
What is up, Lauren? How are you?
I am so good. That was pretty epic, wasn't it?
It was insane. Like, I think everyone, it was a battle of confidence. We saw so many people in practice struggling, and now it just feels like the riders who were on their game are the ones who finished up top.
We've got the men's coming up next, and you just look at that field of athletes. Honestly, it just makes you laugh because of the stacks of talent.
Yeah.
I mean, who's your money on?
It's so hard to pick. Like, I was going through on the medal predictor, and I was like, oh, I like them. Oh no, I like them too. So I have no idea. Yesterday, I felt like Troy really had a good attitude about it. You can't rule out like a Greg Minnaar, you can't rule out Loic, you can't rule out a Reese Wilson who won Worlds here last year. So I really do think this is kind of a year of unexpected results.
And I don't think we can really leave this conversation without referencing Reese. Do you want a fun fact? today is his birthday.
Oh man! So I imagine I think you're just so much more relaxed on your birthday.
Yeah.
I think that's like, I'm sure you got like a bunch of birthday presents, gonna have a cake and everything. So I think that's just gonna be good for him.
Reese, what's the about?
Well, I fell over, which wasn't in the schedule. But I think I managed to gather up and stay calm. Made up some time again at the bottom, so can't complain, but it wasn't perfect, so not ideal. The track's really, really dry at the minute, and you can really, really attack. And I definitely didn't attack as hard as I should have, so there's a lot of time up there.
Do you think you were pushing a little bit too hard on that upper section?
No, it was actually the corner that I've been most comfortable with all week. A nice big long motocross rut and a nice technical double in the trees, but I just didn't have my head set on that line coming in that run. You'll know yourself, you do it all the time. You're kind of, oh, what should I do, what should I do? Played it safe, and when you play it safe, you ride tight, and I fell over. An easy lesson to learn.
No, before we do this.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me.
You're the only ones that remembers.
Yay!
Okay, sound guy on. Oh, last time I was on the start line, I broke 7 bones. So I'm pretty happy to be, that was get the monkey off my back. But yeah, Stoke, I put down like a smooth run, and it was raining at the top, but like I think it actually made the course a little bit better, just for that little bit. So no, I'm stoked. Yeah, my aim was to qualify, so sweet.
It was a sketchy loose run, and I was lucky to stay on 2 wheels. But this course, it's what it's going to be like. So let's see what happens the rest of the afternoon.
Do you think at a track like this you can ever have a clean run?
No. In one word, no.
How is it up there? I know you said this wasn't your kind of track, but you also said you were going to make it your track.
Yeah, and unfortunately I came out the first corner, slipped, hit a rock, bounced, managed to save it, but I bit my crank and pedals. So second corner, having a mistake like that, you're just kind of a little unsettled. But I tried to ride pretty good and came to a few stops in the bottom wood, but overall it was okay.
Look, it's always a tough one, first race of the season, but do you feel like you've settled those pre-season nerves that you initially had?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge yourself here. I feel all right, but still super far away, so I need to unplug. We'll see tomorrow, but I feel good.
Since the last practice run this morning, we had quite a decent downpour just before I guess the last few guys kind of sat out from the start, and after a few turns I just thought, okay, it's super slippery, I'll just get myself down today and go for tomorrow.
Like when you get a downpour at the top of the track, are you making that decision before you drop in or kind of adjusting as you go?
No, to be honest, it completely depends on the track. Like a lot of the time the rain doesn't really make too much difference. But yeah, just the nature of the track, as I dropped in, I did the first few like bike park turns, I thought, okay, this is slippery, just hold back a little bit, make sure you stay on the bike, because the last thing I want is to lose out on loads of points.
That was super sketchy. The tire choice was not so good. The top was super hard pack. Had a crash like, what is that? Did not saw it coming, but tried to ride clean, but had a crash.
There was no red flag on the bridge. And then there was like, I don't know, team line scouters and stuff in the track going stop. And I was like, kind of come to a little, I was like, what? I stopped for like a red flag, if you know what I mean. I can't let the public stop, but so I'm not quite sure. They said I could do a rerun if I want, but it's a risky one because of last year and injuring myself. I'm not protected, so if I stack it in the woods and then don't go through, it's probably too much of a risk for me to go back up again. But it's carnage here, man. What can you say? So it's part of the game this week.
Troy, my gosh, 6 whole seconds ahead of the rest of the field. I mean, coming into this, even you surely couldn't have expected that.
No, not at all. Like, when I was chatting to you before the practice started yesterday and stuff, like, I was just wanting to get back to where I was in 2019. So I'd know that was my only expectation, was to be where I was in 2019. And now yeah, this is a little bit mind-blowing, but I've been having so much fun. It's felt really good, and I guess not easy, but I want to say like almost easy to ride this track for me. Maybe because I'm so light, but yeah, just did what I did in practice and it's worked out. I don't know, like, I really don't know. Like, it's very difficult out there, but we're here racing our bikes. The rain's here, the sun's here, we're in Austria, like, the track's really fun. Like, even the bike park stuff is quite technical now. So, like, I'm just having fun. Like, I guess from last year, having a bit of a down season, then coming in and feeling really good, got like the mullet set up now and everything just feels easier. It just makes me smile.
And it was just another competition that you just really couldn't call, could you? Every time someone came down, something happened that was completely unexpected, and for Troy to win by over 6 seconds, or just by 6 seconds, I mean, that's phenomenal on this track, isn't it?
These are the kind of tracks and the kind of runs that just blow your mind, right? Like, you see all of these top riders come down, you're like, okay, that's gonna be the fastest time. And then you have a run like Troy did, 6.7 seconds, it's unbelievable.
And then the other big thing to come out of this is really seeing Danny Hart back to his best.
Yeah, it's so true. I think Danny, it's a statement to say, I just got on a new team, a new bike. It's a rough track. It's really one of those tracks that's technical, shows the rider's skill. So for him to do that here at the first race, also a huge confidence booster.
I'm going to try my luck again. Who's your money on tomorrow?
Troy for sure. It's got to be him.
Awesome. So just a quick roundup of those final results. We have Troy Brosnan with that massive performance in first place. In second, Danny Hart, and third, the Frenchman Thibaut Deprela, entering his second year as a full elite. It was so cool to have you with us.
I loved it. This is great.
We should do this every round. But guys, thanks so much to you guys at home. Make sure you join us on Red Bull TV for all of the live action of the Elite Women's and Men's Downhill World Cup. We will see you there.